They called me darling in front of 50 soldiers, as if I were a prop in their war stories, not the pilot who danced with death to save their own. The room erupted in laughter, their eyes dismissing me as a soft ornament in a world of steel and grit. I smiled, sharp and singular, because I knew the voice mocking me. It belonged to the brother of the man whose last breath carried my name. When the general asked for my call sign, I let it drop like a grenade. Shadow 1. The room went silent, as if the air itself owed me a debt. My name is Mara Cade, and that was the moment the past roared back to life. In the bitter Montana winter, silence was a living thing, heavy and cold, wrapping the airfield in frost. Each dawn, I brushed ice from my flight goggles, a ritual to keep the ghosts at bay. Silence wasn't peace, it was the sound of absence. My marriage had crumbled under that same quiet, my ex-husband's footsteps fading into the snow. "You belong to the sky, not me," he'd said, leaving divorce papers beside a cold coffee mug. My father's letters arrived monthly, his sharp handwriting urging, "You master the air, but you've forgotten how to touch the ground." I kept his old pilot's watch, its leather band still carrying the faint scent of engine grease, a reminder of his lessons. Control is earned, not given. One evening, as wind rattled the cabin windows, my laptop chimed. An email from the Pentagon. Joint Special Forces Aviation Program, Norfolk Naval Station. I'd sworn never to go back, but the silence was carving me hollow. I packed light, slipping Dad's watch into my jacket. The roster stopped me cold. General Elias Dray, the man whose brother died under my wings. The Montana wind howled, but it couldn't drown out the memory of that night. Time doesn't heal, it just buries. I was 34 when the storm over the Bering Sea swallowed my helicopter. The radar died, winds screaming past 130 miles per hour. The tower ordered me to abort. "If we turn back, we're burying them," I snapped, pushing the throttle. My co-pilot, Lieutenant Dana Cole, was the only one brave enough to stay. The manual called it madness. The manual didn't know me. We flew so low the skids grazed ice, navigating by starlight glinting off snow. Bullets ripped through the dark. One grazed Cole's arm, another shredded the fuel line. I gripped the controls, muscles burning, until I spotted them. A SEAL team, half frozen in a snow trench. I landed blind, rotors clawing the storm. A soldier stumbled aboard, face bloodied. "You came," he gasped. "Always," I said. His name was Lieutenant Nathan Dray. We saved them all. On the return, a rotor blade snapped. We limped to base on fumes, landing 1.5 miles from safety. 3 months later, Nathan was dead. Another mission, another storm, under his brother's command. The report coded my mission as Operation Icevale. "Pilot, Shadow 1. You brought back the living and the dead," my commander said. The name stuck, but it carried guilt heavier than glory. Norfolk was all salt and swagger, the ocean gleaming like a blade. A sign at the base read, "Only the fearless fly." I smirked, half pain, half defiance. I'd flown, but fearlessness was a lie. Courage was just fear, with a purpose. General Elias Dray strode into the briefing room, his presence silencing the chatter. "Captain Cade," he said curtly, "our aviation consultant." Then he turned away, as if I were already irrelevant. In the first session, he grinned. "Let's have our lady pilot cover wind shear. She's probably an expert." The room snickered. I scribbled one word. Wait. Outside, a young officer, Ensign Tara Wells, approached. "They don't mean it, ma'am," she whispered. "It's just how they talk." "That's how disrespect starts," I said. She looked away, and I saw my younger self in her hesitation. That night, reviewing mission files, I found it, Icevale, my rescue, tied to Dray's unit. The next day, in the mess hall, Elias laughed. Some pilot botched Icevale so bad the SEALs had to save themselves. I turned before my face betrayed me. He didn't know I was the pilot he slandered. At 0700, the briefing room buzzed with egos. I presented flight tactics when Elias interrupted. Tell us, darling, what's your call sign? The laughter was like shrapnel. I locked eyes with him. Shadow 1. The room froze. A pen clattered. The Ice Veil pilot. A commander muttered. That qualifies me to discuss wind shear, I said coolly. Whispers spread. She's Shadow 1. She saved them. By noon, Elias's aide delivered a summons. His office. 0900 tomorrow. His office reeked of polish and power. Bold move, he said. It was an answer, I replied. My brother died because a pilot got lucky. Stop blaming the sky for your orders. That night, I dug into mission logs. Elias's signature was everywhere. Pilot requested abort. Denied. Nathan's death wasn't my storm. It was his brother's call. Cole called from Montana. Nathan said your name as he faded. You were his last thought. The next day, Tara found me. They're talking, ma'am. Some admire you. Others want you gone. Let them. Rumor is, Elias tried to scrub your file. He can't erase a storm. Late that night, a message flashed. Shadow 1. Some names should stay buried. I gripped Dad's watch. The storm wasn't done. In the records room, I found Mission Kodiak Dawn, Nathan's final flight. A buried note. Pilot warned of weather. Overruled by Dre. Elias had doomed his own brother. Tara caught me, snapping a photo of the file. If you go down, this won't. By morning, security hauled me in. Unauthorized access. An officer sneered. I access my truth. That night, Elias called. Stop, Mara. Some storms don't clear until you face them. 2 days later, in a holding room, Elias entered. You found it. You buried it. He slid a USB across the table. Listen. Nathan's voice crackled. Abort, sir. Elias. Negative. Then, faint. Tell my brother the pilot was perfect. Elias hadn't hidden guilt, he'd